Bring up to shoulder height. Now, as I lift my arms, this is kind of my reminder to squeeze my inner thighs. So every time I bring my arms up, I squeeze the thighs. And again. Lovely. All right. So from here, pop your head and look over your right shoulder. And then into the center. And then over to the other side. And again. So round we go. Over to your right, and then round we go, and then over to your right. Okay, now, coming into the center, now I want you to think about not just pulling up to the inner thigh, but hip bone to hip bone, be nice and strong. Think about abdominals connecting out, and also the muscles into the bottom. I'm going to do a little back extension with my right arm. I'm going to go into a back extension. I'm going to lower it down and I'm going to bring my arms up to front raise. And the other side. So I'm going to bring it up, push it back, lower it down, and then both arms into front raise. Let's do that again. But I'm going to add on, go into a back extension. And instead of like just a front raise, I'm going to come into a little plie. Notice I bend the knees and lift up the other side. So I come back into a back extension. Sorry, I lost my balance then. And then down into a little plie. And again, so lift up without losing your balance, lower down, and then into that little plie. One more time. Over. And then wonderful. Now I'm going to return to that, but for now, let's just take our heels apart and our toes are facing forward. We're just going to rock the pelvis forward and back. In there this morning. All right, then come somewhere into where you think your center is, and then just bring your hips up to your ribs. And just to finish off, as we always do, especially on a Monday morning, you may have done, you might have had a very busy weekend, on the go the whole time, or a lot of sitting down, and this area can become very stiff. So there's much movement in it as possible today. Okay. Bringing yourself up to the top, hands down into dark position. I want you to circle back on the right arm and then circle back on your left. I want you to circle back on your right arm again. Now you're going to lift the arm up and over into a lateral bend. The other side. So we go round and then we lift the arm up. And then we come into that lateral bend. And again, so round we go. Lift up to the top. And there you go, into that lateral bend. One more time. Round we go. Lift it up to the top. And then into your lateral bend. Ladies, chin to chest. Let's roll this down. Hands onto the thighs. And coming into your extension. And then coming into flexion. And away, and again. So into your extension. And then hopefully by the time we finish our class, it might stop raining. And again, into your extension and chin to chest and roll up into your flexion, all the way to the top. Circle around the right arm and then take the right arm up into a lateral bend over. That's it. And then the other side. So circle it round, lift it up. And there you take that over. Lovely. I want you to take the arms open and then scoop forward. And just allow the pelvis to rock forward and back. So I'm going to change this in a moment, yeah? So as I come forward, I start pushing the pelvis back slightly and then tilting it forward, yeah? Okay, that's it. And then you're going to bring the right arm over the top. So you've got a lot of body movement there when we do those scoops. Go. And again, over the top. And lovely. Now place your hands down, back into your dark position. Bring us back into our plie, our narrow plie position. Let's go from the top. So I'm going to go into a back extension, and then I'm going to go into my little demi plie. That's it. And then the other side. Into your back extension. And then into your demi plie. Then into a lateral abduction. So take the right arm out to the side, then come in. So we always kind of come home into this demi-plie, out to the side, and then through. Okay, I'm going to push away with my right arm. Yes, I'm pulling up from those ribs over here. I'm going to turn my palm. I'm going to bring it over the top. I'm going to bend through to the center, and then I'm going to lift that tall. And then, so the other side. So take it away. Take the palm up, over the top, bend the knees, bring it round to center, and lift that tall. And then lower down to a dark position. So it's 1, over, lift, bend the knees, and then lift up tall and lower down. So it's away, palm, over the top, round we go, and then lift up tall. Wonderful. Put your arms up. Now, as you open, you're going to bend the knees and then close. Yeah, and again, bend and close. I'm going to do a different arm line with you. So I'm going to do 1, take the arms up to the top, then take them back out into that triangle, and then close. So it's 1, lift up 2, open 3, close 4. Arms to the side of you. Now, as I'm going to take that foot away from its plie position, notice it just kind of tucks back in into its plie. Yeah? And again, I'm going to change sides. So bring it into the inner thigh. So this kind of foot is coming out into a little angle. Yeah. So as I bring the leg back in, I'm squeezing again those inner thighs. Okay. Taking your arms up, just come open and closing. Yeah? Open and closing. And again, open and then tap it back in and open. And then the other side. 1. Squeeze it in. So as you bring that leg back in, squeeze it back in to that inner thigh. And again, through. And then back into our plie. We're going to come back and in. Other side. Back and in. Notice plie position stays in there. And then I bring the leg back in for 4. 1 and 2, 3. What do you think about that inner thigh working for you? Okay, the other side. 1. That's it. Bring it in. 2 and 3. Last time. 4. Okay. I'm going to take the right leg away for 1. I'm going to drop it down for 2. I'm going to lift up for 3 and back in 4. Okay, and again, 1, plie, so take the bottom under, pelvis tucked under, lift 3, back in 4. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to bring this leg over, yeah, then out on the other side. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so I'm leading out on my right. 1, 2, 3, sliding left, open for 1, 2, bring it in, and 4, back to plie. So let's do 1 and then the other side, 2, arms out, 3, bring it in, and 4, into that extension, 5, and 6, plie over, 1, bring it in, and 2, bring it in. Okay, let's slow it down. 1, 2, 3, close, out, 1, 2, 3, and close. Bring your arms in, float them down into dark position. Take the right arm away, tilt it over the top, bringing it round and lift up tall and lower down the other side. So push 1, up on the hand 2, over the top, round we go, bend the knees and lift up, lower, lovely, back extension, and then a demi-plie, then back extension, and a demi-plie. Now with the lateral abduction, out, a demi-plie, and then the other side, out, and then a demi-plie. Okay, let's do the 1, 2, 3, 4. Keep your arms open. 1, 2, 3, close to 4. 1, 2, 3, close to 4. 1, 2, 3, close to 4. 1, 2, 3, close. 4. Bring your arms together. Let's do our triangle. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. And again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Last time. Arms feeling heavy. Pull up through those inner thighs. Hands back down to dart position. Take the feet so they're facing forward. And let's do our Pilates roll down. So roll down as far as you can. Inhale, exhale, and then roll it. As I roll up, I'm going to circle round on my right arm. And then I'm going to take my right arm up and over. And arm down the other side. I circle around. I lift it up. And I push it over. Bring it to the top. And I circle it. I take the arm down. Then I'm going to roll it down. You're going to roll down as far as you can this time. Inhale, exhale, roll it up. One more time. So you circle the arm. You lift it up to the top and reach it over. And then the other side, you circle it around. You reach up to the top and you take it over. Let's thread like a needle. You're going to roll it down. Take your right arm and drop the shoulder and lift up. And again, dropping your shoulder and lift up to the top. Hand down onto the thigh and let's do 2 on the other side. Drop the shoulder and lift. One more time. Drop it down and through. And lovely. Okay, pushing yourself away into that extension. And then chin to chest. Let's roll that all the way up, all the way to the top. Shoulders back and down. Just pop your head over your right shoulder and then pop your head over your left shoulder. There we go. Okay. And then just allow the chin to just drop down to the chest. And then lift up. Place your head back into the center and then just to roll the arms. And as you do, just pedal push the feet. So just lifting those heels. You lift. 3, 2, and 1. Lovely. Hands down to the side of you. Just go up into half a V, okay, on the right, and then half a V on the left, and then give me a squat. So we're going to do half a V, then you're going to do a squat, and then you're going to do half a V, and then you're going to do a squat. Okay. You're going to take your hands up into prayer position, and then you're going to open your door, and then you're going to go around the other side. So look right behind you, as far away as you can. And again, so now we go. Inhale. Exhale, turn, last time, over, inhale, exhale, turn. Hands to the side of you, side bend right, and side bend left. Yeah, and again, side bend right, and side bend leg. Wonderful. Okay, shoulders back and down, and we're going to go down onto the floor. Because today the weights will be on the floor, all right, not standing today. So let's take our mats away. Excellent. Chat through those mats. Down. Bring your weights around the side of you. All right, so place my mat in the center. I'm going to roll down, and then I'm going to come into a calf stretch to begin with. So let's roll it down, ladies. Roll down. Walk the hands away, and then just push into those into your calves, into those heels. Right, so just hold that there. Hold it. And then just when you want to, in your own time, just pedal push your feet. Pedal push your feet through. So releasing through each joint. Then come down onto all fours, and let's set ourselves up now. So our hands are under our wrists and under our shoulders, and our knees are in line with the hips. I'm going to take one hand weight, okay? One hand weight. I'm going to move back slightly because I need some room there. I'm going to take the weight I'm taking it into my hand, which is obviously nearest the camera to show you. And I'm going to lift up, and then I'm going to row. Yeah. I'm going to lift up, and I'm going to row. Lift up, and row. One more time. Lift up, and row. Now I'm going to place the weight down. I'm going to place the hands away, and I'm going to come into a child pose. Okay, now bring it back. We're going to the other hand. So we're going to take the weight, so the weight is facing in towards you. So there we go. I'm going to lift up, and then it doesn't have to come to shoulder height. Yeah, it doesn't have to come all the way up. Up we go, and the arm, just keep it slightly bent, just to kind of get that little curl. Up we go, and lift. One more time. We're going to go up, and we're going to lift. Okay, I'm going to go straight back to my arm now, close to the camera. I'm going to do a cat pedal, right, which we did like a row. It's called cat pedal or row. Now, as I do, I'm going to extend my opposite leg. Yeah. So I come up and lower. Yeah, so there's your Superman leg as you lift and lower that weight. Okay, we're going to do 4 or 5 on the other side. So you're going to do a cat pedal to begin. Just a cat pedal. Right, and then come around. Okay. I'm going to come into a little cat pedal. Yeah. Up into the socket. Then I'm going to go into a Superman. So Superman leg with a cat pedal. Hold on, ladies. Hold on. Take the weight down, place the hands away, and then put back into your shoulder. This is now your respiratory position. Come in with both weights, your hands. I'm going to come around and I'm going to kneeling position. If you don't want to go into a kneeling position, it's a bit too uncomfortable, you can do it standing. But we're going to do a V or W. I'm going to take my weights open. You can see the top of them, doesn't matter. And then I'm going to bring my weights down so my elbows come in towards my waist. Yeah? Okay, and again, so I'm going to lift up wide into that V, And then I'm going to come down into my W. That's it. So lift up wide on the V, down into a W. So let's do it unilateral. So I'm going to go up to the top. I'm going to do unilateral. So up to the top. I'm going to come down on my right, pulling that elbow in. You can concentrate better when you do them on single. So pull it in, elbow in as tight as you can to the waist. So I really want you to think, doesn't matter how far back it is, I just want you to think about retraction through that shoulder. Keep going. That's it. Down and lift. And down and lift. 2 more. 1 and lift. 2 and lift. Bring the weights down, bend through, heels, bottom back onto the heels, and let's thread like a needle. So you're going to take your right arm and drop it, and then lift away. Okay, and then to the other side. Drop it through, shoulder down towards the floor, and then lift away. Now, I'm going to come into a side lying position with you, right? So, into a side lying. I'm going to set us up, and then we can start to work with weights as well. So, I've got my upper body, my elbow in line with the shoulder. I've got my legs bent at the knees. I'm going to end up extending my top leg. Right. Now, from here, I'm going to take away my hips away from the floor, and I'm coming up into a side plank. Now, the option is you can stay here. Option is you can come here or with the leg away. My top arm is going to come up to the ceiling. Right. I'm going to now lift my top leg and lower. I'm going to do that again. I'm going to lift, lower. I'm going to bring my knee down and close everything back down. Right. Okay. So together. Option, take your hand weight. Right. Option. So let's go back. So I'm going to take my arm up to the ceiling. I'm going to lift my hips away and take that leg away. I'm going to bring this weight down and I'm going to thread like a needle. So taking it down, I'm going to lift it up to the top, and then I'm going to take this top leg up for 2. Then I'm going to do it again. So I'm going to roll it down, thread like a needle, up to the top, lift and lower. Okay, one more time. So thread like a needle, drop it, lift it up, and lift and lower. Last time, lift and lower. Lower it all the way down. Bring your head down onto the floor. Extend both legs away. Extend both legs away. This other hand here can come just in front of you. You're going to stack the hips, one on top of the other. I'm going to lift my top leg. I'm going to lift my bottom leg. I'm going to lower my bottom leg and lower my top leg. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. And again, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, depending on room, take this top arm, take it over, and then I'm going to lift it up and come up. As I do, I'm going to lift my top leg. I can bring the arm over. I can only get to here for now. If you can, bring it right the way over. Lift, and then hand towards the knee. Yeah, and then lower that down. And again, 2 more. Lift, hand towards the knee. and then lower down. Last time, lift it up, hand towards the lower down. Wonderful. Okay, guys, roll over onto your back. Okay. We can do the other side in a moment. Roll over onto your back. Taking your hand weights nice and close to you. Okay, and then just take them up into the air, like just towards the ceiling. And your feet are now on the mat, or on the floor, should I say. What you're going to do is you're going to do a chest fly. So I'm going to open my chest on one side. I won't say right and left, depends where you're facing. And then I'm going to go over on the other side. Okay. So all I'm doing is I'm opening my chest, open and close. We're going to add on in a moment, open and close. All right, hold the weights where they are and then take the legs into a tabletop position. So as I open my right arm, I'm going to tap down on my left leg. All right, and then the other side. Open and tap and close. Open, tap and close. Open, tap down and close. Yeah, one more on single reciprocal arm to leg. And then open through. Now this is where it's going to get a little bit nicer, not so much for the body, but for the mind. I'm going to take both arms open as I tap down and close. Yeah. And again, open and close. Two more, open we go, and close. Last one, open and close. So you're going to bring the weights down just at the bottom of the pelvis, take the feet down onto the floor, holding onto your weights, and then lift up into a little bridge and then lower down. And again, so lift it up into bridge, squeeze the muscles in the bottom and lower down. And again, inhale, exhale, lift up, squeeze the bottom. So you've got that added weight here through those weights. And again, lift up. Last one. So we're going to lift up, holding the weights where you have them onto your pelvis, or tummy. Lift up into a tabletop and lower. And the other side. So just making sure that they don't roll around. So lift. So it's like a shoulder bridge march. So I'm going to put these two movements together. So roll down vertebrae by vertebrae. Coccyx comes down onto the mat. I'm going to then come up, up. And then I'm going to do my little shoulder bridge march. And again, so tilt the pelvis, roll it back down, and then take it back up, squeeze as high as you can up to the top, and then you're going to go into that little shoulder bridge march. Okay, take the weights into the hands, roll down from here, lift the weights just slightly away from you, from your body, lift your head, neck and shoulders, and then just bring it into a seated position. Okay. So we're going to do a roll up and a roll down with our weights. We're going to keep the weights nice and close to us. We're going to roll it down, roll it down. Now, the further your weights are to your body, the harder it will be. All right. So as you come up, you're going to lift, and then you're going to push into a shoulder press. You bring it down, weights come close to the body, back we go, into a little half a roll back. You don't have to come all the way down if you don't want to. You're going to add on something else for you now, and then lift into shoulder press now. And add on if you want to, you're feeling strong. I'm going to take the weights overhead into a pullover. I'm going to bring them up and over. I'm going to bring my spine away from the floor, and I'm going to lift up. Okay, and again, so tilt the pelvis, taking it back, arms through into that pullover. Inhale, exhale through, lift, and then up into a shoulder press. Let's do that one more time. So in we come and round, back we go, all the way. Taking the weight behind you, up and over, get away from the chest. And lift up. Right. Take the weights down just at the side of you. Bring yourself around to the front. Okay. Excuse me. And then we're going to go into our seated mermaid. All right. So right hand down, and then your left arm over. Nice stretch the side of the face. Then we're going to do our windscreen wipers. Just take right hands behind us, bring the legs around, and then just walk over right to left. Now I'm going to take my mermaid over to the side. My mermaid here. I'm going to place my left arm down and then my right arm over. All right, now this is now going to bring me down onto this side. I'm going to come onto my side lion. We've done one side with the other. Let's remember our position. So we've got hips stacked on top of one another. Top leg is extended. Elbow is under the shoulder. And then you lift up. Yeah. As you lift up, lift the top arm and just raise that leg a few times. Get the feel of it. Okay. If you don't want to be up and want it to get away from the floor, you can always just stay down on the floor. Bring your arm down if you wanted to. Lots of options. Okay. All right. So take the weight into your hand. You're going to lift up at the top. Hold it there. I'm going to bring it down. I'm going to thread it through under. I'm going to take into that thread like a needle. I'm going to take it up to the top, and I'm going to lift my top leg for 2. Okay. Rest it down. Lower it down, thread like a needle, bringing it up to the top and 2 lift and lower. Okay, one more time. So lower it down, thread like a needle, up to the top and then 2 lifts. Okay, I'm going to bring everything down, weight down onto the floor. Taking your head onto your bicep and then extend those legs away from you. You're going to lift the top leg, lift the bottom leg, lower the bottom leg, lower the top leg. So 1, 2, like the plie, 3 and 4. And again. So it's 1, 2, 3 and 4. Last time. 1, 2, and this all depends on your room, lady. So arm over, lift up, and push that waist away from the floor. Then we come back over. And again, push up and away. Now to make it a little bit harder, you can release that top leg. So you come up and over, and then release the top leg. And down we go. One more time to finish. Up and over. Bring the knees in. Weight away. Bring your hands together in an open door position to start. Take the top arm and then open the chest back. A lovely stretch through that shoulder. And then bring that down and close. One more time. So up and over. I'm going to end up turning my back on you, so you have to excuse me. Okay. Then I'm going to bring this arm up and over. And as I do, I'm going to roll over. All right, so I'm going to have to move myself into the center. I'm then going to take myself over to the other side, all right, into that fetal position, and then I'm going to open the arm. Yeah, open that shoulder. Lovely stretch. And again, close your door. And then open through. Open. And then just bring the arm up to bring the legs around to the center. Take the arms above the head and then stretch away those legs. With that nice full body stretch there. Nice deep breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth. Okay, let's bring your knees in and just give yourself a little massage, side to side. Lift away your head, neck and shoulders away from the mat. Take your right leg in towards your chest and extend your left leg. Moving into a single leg stretch. The single leg stretch. If you want to place your head, neck and shoulders onto the mat while we do this. So coming away from the mat. Inhale, inhale. Exhale, exhale. One more time. Inhale, inhale. Exhale, exhale. Neck and shoulders onto the mat. Bring that knee, lift them away. And then lift up to the top. Arms away and then into a half a roll back. Back we go. Half a roll back. And out to the top. And again. Lift last time. Taking your little mini ball. Taking your little mini ball. Pick your legs up nice and wide, sit them nice and tall, and roll the ball away from you as you come into that stretch. As you roll the ball back in, coming up into a lovely straight spine, roll the ball down the outside of the right foot. Take your left arm over the top and around towards that ball. And then bring the ball back in, and let's do the same on the other side. So roll it down, left hand on the ball, right arm over the top. Coming into position, all into the sternum, elbows wide. We rotate back. Strong cast. Start the week today, taking the ball away and then lift up to the top. Pulling those tummy muscles in to support you. Bring the ball down. Take the legs around and then just coming onto all fours. So into your extension and then into your flexion. I hope you're feeling warmer. And again. Into your extension and then tuck your toes under and then just coming into your little clasp. And then walk your hands in towards your feet and we roll. Better, right. Okay, when you get to the top, ladies, would you put yourself back into your little plie position? Okay, your little plie position. So heels together and then your toes apart. Lovely. Pull up through those inner thighs. Give me an arm extension. We go back extension and then a demi plie. Come through. And then the other side. We go. and then forward, and then a demi-plie, and then into a lateral abduction, and then into your demi-plie,